Good morning vlog, happy Saturday, and welcome to another weekend of writing. I'm not sure if you can hear, but there's so many birds singing right now outside. And I also have like all the windows open because it's summer. It's summer and I need to get a tea mug that doesn't say it's time to get cozy because it's time to get summery. Anyways, I have a few big goals this weekend that I wanted to go over before we really get things started with this vlog. But first, in case we haven't met yet, hello, my name is Taylor Alexander and I hope that you accept this handshake. I am an aspiring author, screenwriter, and playwright, currently working on two big novel projects. The first of which is a science fiction fantasy crossover, which I have now been drafting for, if not a year, then almost a year, because I started drafting this project last June and I am currently into the third handwritten notebook that I need to type up. The second project I'm working on is a YA contemporary rivals to lovers novel. That's a lot of words. I am about to reach 75,000 words in that novel, which I am drafting on a word processor. The second project that I am working on is a contemporary YA rivals to lovers novel. That's a lot of words, but I am typing that up, first draft, and I am currently about 74,000 words in. I have two very specific goals that I want to meet this weekend because I am reaching two very big milestones with these projects. The first of which, in the Sci-Fi fantasy project, is to finish up this third notebook. This is a notebook that I bought back in April at the drama bookshop in New York City. I have been drafting the third part of the novel in this notebook, and I have about 3 pages left in the notebook, so I would love to finish it and pick out the next notebook that will hopefully mark the end of the first draft. Anyways, the second milestone is I want to reach 75,000 words in the romance project. We're just gonna call it a romance project instead of the really long specifying title. If I can do 1,000 words on it this weekend, we are 75K of the way through. But first, to kick things off, how about some book mail? I'm so excited. I got this last night and I was like, I'm gonna wait for the vlog. Got damaged. So here it is, my pre-order copy of Becky Albertalli's brand new book, Amelia If Only. The bottom got damaged. The hardcover slipped off by like an inch. Oh my gosh, do you see that? It slipped off in the box. This is a thin book. Color me surprised. Amelia If Only is about this girl Amelia who falls in love with, and I quote, a chaotically bisexual YouTuber named Walter, and she really wants to meet him, so he's having a meet and greet that's only a road trip away. But when Amelia takes a road trip to Walter's meet and greet, she finds out that she's crushing on her friend. Book mail. So now that we have opened our book mail, I am going to go engage in a Saturday morning ritual known as vacuuming. So I get all the cleaning out of the way and then I can do the fun stuff like the writing, and I'll catch you then. Vlog. It has been a bit of a day, to put it lightly. It is already 6:30 at night and I have vlogged about this much today, but I got a lot of things out of the way so that I can really turn my focus to more creative things for the remainder of the weekend. This morning I worked on the Sci-Fi fantasy project, as you saw. That was that handwritten little thing that I started my morning with, and then back here I've got the romance project. Now, I didn't realize how much I ended up drafting since the last time I checked the word count yesterday, because now I am at 74,723 words. So we are less than 300 words away from checking off the 75K word goal. So I'm gonna try and get some writing done now, and hopefully soon, maybe even the next time I check in with this vlog, which will be like seconds away for you, we'll have 75K words. Good morning vlog. The Earl Grey is steeping and the bed head will get fixed momentarily. I don't even know what to say about this. Got up at 6:30, typed up a little bit of the second notebook in my sci-fi fantasy project because I'm slowly trying to get that all into a typed manuscript. Made some tea, and now we're here. I don't know, I'm gonna go fix whatever this is. Good morning, vlog. Happy Sunday. It looks really dark right now, but I promise you it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Last night I ended up doing a pretty decent amount of writing, I think, but I did not yet check my word count on this romance project, so I think that's the first stop today. 75,831 words. 75,831. So that's a goal checked off the list for the weekend. 75,000 words in the romance project. In terms of writing, I think now that we've reached the first writing goal of the weekend, I want to shift gears and focus on the sci-fi fantasy project, where I am trying to finish out that third notebook. Later today, I want to edit and upload a video that I filmed on Friday, a tier list ranking of places that I have written. And those are the two big goals for the day in terms of writing and I guess marketing myself as a writer. Anyways, 75,831. Now let's go write some science fiction, fantasy, whatever you want to call it. There's literally one page left. One single page. This is by Futurescapes, which does sci-fi ambiance. This is really cool. This is all composed originally without AI. Good evening, vlog. Another massive time jump for you as we travel from, what was it, 9 o'clock this morning or something to 9 o'clock in the evening. Basically, I was planning to do a lot more in regards to writing and, as you know, editing that video, but bam! I got smacked with... As you know, I was planning to do a lot more, not only with writing, but editing and uploading a video, which I haven't even touched today because bam! I got whacked with a massive headache at noon, and I was basically out of commission till like 5 o'clock tonight. So I am glad to be feeling better, and I am also glad that I checked the second massive writing milestone off the list for the weekend, the checklist. This notebook is now complete. The third physical installment of the sci-fi fantasy first draft is done, down to the last page. I started this notebook on April 28th. The next fun thing we get to do is we get to choose the fourth notebook, because I thought at first today that I was like moving on to the third notebook. This is the third notebook, so we're going into a fourth notebook. But now we get to choose notebook number 4. Let me show you the options. So first up we have this, I don't know what kind of material you'd call it. It's kind of like a faux pleathery thing. It's a pretty cool like slate blue gray, but it's also very, very thick. So this is what the inside pages look like. Pretty big margins, but there are a ton of them. The second option we have is the Universe Journal by Peter Popper Press. I absolutely fell in love with this on a bookstore run about a month ago, and I was like, I have so many notebooks, and then I kept writing. I almost kind of like it now for this current project. It's about the same size as the others. It has the bookmark here. I really do adore it, and the way that it looks. It's 160 lined pages. That's what they look like. Not that you can really see the margins, but pretty nice. Love, love, love the decorations and the theming. It says the universe, it has all the elements, it has like vegetable, animal, mineral on the bottom too. It has this beautiful siding, it has gold edged pages, sprayed edges, I guess is what the proper term is for that. I should know that. So after some careful consideration, this right here is going to be the 4th notebook in the Sci-Fi Fantasy Project first draft. Here's the first notebook. This is notebook number 2. Then of course we have notebook number 3, and we will soon be adding to the stack notebook number 4. I cannot believe that this is all the same project. What? So something that I do want to do now that it's the middle of June is go back into notebook number 1 and figure out when the 1-year anniversary of starting to draft this project is, because I started it last June, which is kind of crazy to think about. In this notebook, I started drafting on the 24th. So we are coming up on a year. A year of working on this project, and this is where we're at now. What? I mean, I know they say that like things will change in a year, like no matter what happens, a year is a year, something will be different. You choose what changes in a sense, but I don't know, that's crazy to think about. Like this is a year of mornings and late nights and random times and little scrolls and wondering where this is gonna go and starting to plan when you're on the 3rd notebook. And now we're here. This one's empty, so I can't really lay that out yet, but I mean, what? I also have to give a shout out to my current read, Hellbent, super duper good. I'm reading this after reading Iron Gold by Pierce Brown. So I don't know, pretty good follow-up book to that, but always enjoy a Leigh Bardugo book. And that's the read right now. Just have to shout it out. Well then, that concludes this weekend of writing. Thank you so much for sticking around, for watching the vlog, for hanging out and writing with me. I sincerely hope that you have enjoyed this, that you are enjoying a cup of tea or whatever your favorite beverage is. And I don't know, I got White Collar on the screen. Maybe I'll go watch it. I should be writing. We all should be writing. Thanks for watching.